Securities and Exchange Commission SEC bans unregistered digital asset exchanges online forex platforms. Oil prices flat as U.S.-China trade war weighs on global growth outlook. Hong Kong shares rise over 2%, leading gains in Asia-Pacific after Trump pauses tariffs on consumer electronics. And on the program, we shall be taking a look at how Nigeria-U.S. partnership will develop the economy and security. The program is Business Express, reaching you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Musa Bakar, your guide. And now we begin with Securities and Exchange Commission. The Securities and Exchange Commission SEC has banned digital asset exchanges or online foreign exchange trading platforms without formal registration. It highlighted that the newly enacted Investments and Securities Act 2025, ESA 2025, makes it illegal to operate digital asset exchanges or online foreign exchange trading platforms without formal registration with the Commission. The SEC clarified in a statement released that, in accordance with the new law, it is now an offense for any entity to operate an online forex trading platform or provide related services without prior registration with the Commission. Signed into law by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ESA 2025 significantly strengthens the regulatory framework governing Nigeria's capital market, with a particular focus on digital finance. The value of Nigerian currency, the Naira, improved against the United States dollar in the official or foreign exchange markets. How much is the Naira exchanging for other currencies? Let's see. Out of bilateral relations, Nigeria, Africa, and the U.S. are set to develop a strategic economic and security partnership. In line with this, President Bola Tinubu held a meeting with Mr. Mossad Boulos, U.S. Senior Advisor for Africa, on Thursday in Paris, France. The president's spokesman, Bayo Nanuga, said in a statement on Sunday that the meeting focused on developing a strategic economic and security partnership between Nigeria, Africa, and the United States, anchored on mutual respect, prosperity, and regional stability. The U.S. State Department representative conveyed President Trump's strong interest in deepening direct engagement with Nigeria as a cornerstone of U.S. relations with Africa. A statement added that the U.S. wants to work closely with President Tinubu to expand American investment in Nigeria and the African continent, support energy and infrastructure development, and align trade and job creation efforts. Both sides discussed actionable support and shared their perspectives on regional peace, particularly in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo and across the Sahel, said the statement. According to the statement, President Trump's advisor recognized Nigeria's regional and continental leadership and supported President Tinubu's interventions to stabilize key African regions. It said Tinubu reiterated Nigeria's readiness to build productive alliances with the United States centered on transparency, opportunity, mutual respect, and outcomes that strengthen Africa's place in the global economy. Let's head to the commodities market. Well, gold prices could reach $4,500 in an extreme risk case, says Goldman Sachs, raises 2025 end gold price target. Let's now take a trip to the commodities market. And out to the capital market, where Olayinka Ojo has put together a summary on how stocks fared in Nigeria last week. Let's see.
The NGX All-Share Index and market capitalization depreciated by 0.90% to close the week at 104,563.34 basis points and 65.707 trillion naira. A total turnover of 2.094 billion shares worth 52.967 billion naira in 64,612 deals were traded last week by investors on the floor of the exchange. The financial services industry led the activity chart with 1.539 billion shares valued at 36.353 billion naira in 36,013 deals, contributing 73.49% and 68.63% to the total equity turnover in volume and value. The agriculture industry followed with 98.884 million shares worth 1.344 billion naira in 2,772 deals, while the third place was the services industry with a turnover of 93.00 million shares worth 522.147 million naira in 3,012 deals. Trading in the top three equities, namely Access Holdings PLC, Guarantee Trust Holdings Company PLC, and Zenith Bank PLC, accounted for 629.327 million shares worth 25.820 billion naira in 12,742 deals. A total of 111,693 units of exchange-traded products valued at 6.115 million naira were traded in 83 deals, while for bonds, a total of 144,487 units valued at 151.615 million naira were traded in 100 deals. On summary of price changes, 27 equities appreciated in price during the week, 56 equities depreciated in price, while 64 equities remained unchanged. Olayinka Ojo for Business Express.
Asia Pacific markets climb Monday as U.S. President Donald Trump paused tariffs on some consumer electronics, boosting risk sentiment. Maria Zakari is actually here to give us all the latest on global stock market. Hello, Maria. Let's have the numbers.
Markets across the globe are in bullish trends this afternoon. European stock markets were broadly higher as earnings season kicks into gear. The figures show that DAX of Germany is higher at 2.24%. We have FTSE up 1.66%, and the CAC of France follows at 2.03%. In Asia, Hong Kong shares rise over 2% to lead gains in the region after Trump pauses tariffs on consumer electronics. The Nikkei 225 of Japan was higher at 33,982 or 1.18%. We have Shanghai Composite of China at 3,262 or 0.76%. And the Hang Seng Index of Hong Kong was also up 21,417 or 2.40%. Now we move to U.S., where stock futures rise on Monday as a surprise U.S. tariff exemption from President Donald Trump gave tech names a lift to start the week. The Dow is up 0.92%. We have S&P 500 following at 1.41%. Nasdaq Composite also at 1.75% higher. Africa markets have mixed figures this afternoon. South Africa GSE Top 40 appreciated by 1.78%. We have Tunisia Tun Index down 0.25%. Namibia All-Share Index in green at 0.17%, while Ghana was in red at 1.24%. That's it on Global Market today. I am Maria Aduzakar. It's back to Musa.
Maria, seems like there's a little relief from that pause, Donald Trump's tariff pause. Well, thank you for that update. Well, Business Express returns tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.